Hello and welcome. Right, this is the catch-up section. Well, I would like to say what have we done in this session, but the evidence of what we really did, all of the profits from this year, we basically sunk into this. We did a bit of ducking and diving, so how we got here, we show in this session. Yeah, we did a little bit of ducking and diving, selling quite a bit of bits and bobs. We also, not only did we do that, we also actually bought my favourite cultivator. I must remember not to jump into the fuel station because you literally jump into it. Yeah, we bought this beautiful Dalbo. It's gorgeous. I really do love it. It's amazing bit of kit. And yeah, we got that. I didn't get a chance to repair it. So yeah, the silage is ready. We took the set that was like had gone off, and this is obviously for this year. We also got in this session a mixer. We did. So we have a very small mixer. This isn't, I wouldn't really choose to, but really we can easily use the night, and we can like grab mix and then put it straight back in here and then grab it with a bigger trailer. So it doesn't really at that point. It just matters that you get your mix right. We've put a lot of straw in loose. We need to cut the grass obviously also. I don't think it'll be third growth stage. It could be second in March, and I can't remember if we cut it a little late. So let's just have a quick look at that. I think it'll be second. I don't think it's... Yeah, it needs to grow one more. So we're going to cut that tomorrow morning. When it's at third growth stage, we need to do all of the planting and seeding this coming session. That we can do. I'm not sure what we're going to do. I think I'd like to do something like produce a lot of straw, because we're going to want a lot of hay. Do we need a lot of straw? Well, straw still sells. What I'm thinking is, do we go for something? Well, even soybeans, strange enough, the only bad thing about soy is you don't really gather the cash from it on the first year. It's the best product for literally for selling, but you don't sell it till you harvest it this year and then you sell it the year after. So it really does, it's a bit of a long, slow burn. But I think we'll still be here then, but I think I'll be probably thinking of we're about ready to move on. Not, yeah, how many years have we been here now? Nowhere near as long as Sri Lanka, but we have done some work. Yeah, we have really 8 years, 7 years on this map. And we have, again, seen an awful lot of expansion in this time. Our fields are getting large. Our equipment is also, I would like to see a little bit of an advantage where we grow a little without running before we get to that stage. But the sessions are going to become longer and we're going to get less work done in those sessions, because otherwise, even with time lapsing, they get into the stage where I can't do everything in one, because our team's not large enough. We've not got enough equipment. So it's a matter of patience, which, as we can see from what we've done so far, we have got, and we are doing it. So it's quite amazing. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna think that's everything I've covered. Yeah, the rest is, I really do hope you enjoy watching how we got there. Yeah, if you're gonna do that. Otherwise, yeah, the recap. Yeah, but I hope you stay on in and watch how we did it. So yeah, please enjoy the rest of the session. Right, once more on Frontier. This is the session I really love. I don't mean I don't like the work, but what I mean is it's nice when you've worked hard to actually then see that session where it all matters and it all takes shape and you see the results of all your hard work. That's the bit that I mean. Now then, did we feed? Let's not to forget we have charges, and also 7, 14, 28, 35. So we, yeah, well, I think some of these are going to give birth, aren't they, in a while. We've got a little bit of a break. Yeah, we have. It's not terrible. This is the smallest on all Let's Plays. But it is getting there now. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it, where we've done. We've done all of the work. We haven't got a stone picker on this one, have we? Can't set one going. No, we've got lots of equipment, but we haven't got anything like that yet. Money's very good already. Obviously, we have sold some of our products. We're in the month of December. What have we got to sell right now that's in the green? I could sell the silage. It is actually at the top price. So let's do the silage. Straw likewise is not at the highest. Yeah, it's not that it makes a lot of difference, but if it's at 48 or 49, you would, wouldn't you? Really, right? So then, I believe, yeah, the Forterra seems to have been favoured rather a lot. It's nice. It is nice for the new tractors to get a bit of a. It is a tractor I've not used much in any of the, even FS22. I never had it a lot. It's but it's a nice tractor. I do like the Zetas, I've got to be honest. I love the little Zeta that we had. I can't remember who the model was who released it. Was it Smetty? I think it may well have been. Where are we going? We need to be grabbing silage, so actually we really would be better to yield this one to the McCormick. He is like a bit of a beast by comparison for this type of job. Yeah, when that gets heavy, the Forterra, it does it. It doesn't add more job as pulling machines, otherwise known as tractors, do. But when you've got a tractor that is better suited, I love these McCormicks. Yeah, this is a very late one from there. Obviously, FS19 we didn't have it. FS22 was the first shown of the McCormick range, and I have had many a McCormick. They are very. In fact, it's because it's a late show. I often forget about the McCormick when I'm talking about my favourite tractors, and I also always admit that actually I love a lot of them. Yeah, the New Hollands over a manufacturer I frequently forget when I'm going on about the Fendt. My Fendt is my favourite, but that doesn't mean to say there are certain Fendts that I'm not very keen on. Not that I'm not keen on, but yeah, the favorites are a bit. They are the cheap end of the range, and they are workhorses. They're solid, and there's the one by what's the modder's name? Yeah, there was one. It was the 800 series by a really good modder as well, cracking. But this one Fendt, it was like part of a pack. And the 800 series was terrible. I was always moaning about it because it just, every time you jumped in the tractor, it was awful. It really was. Oh, I've only got the 20 tonner. Okay, well that needs adjusting. It does. Definitely needs adjusting. Did we check the sales this morning? I would say we probably, looks like we've been dabbling. That's why our money's good as well, isn't it? We took it up a few thousand. It is true. I mean, I don't know how everyone feels about this, but I do play this as a game. So what I try to do is bring in any element of the game that is going to make profit for the farm. But I don't want to annoy everybody. So if it is annoying everybody as well, please let me know. Even though I sort of do feel that we're doing the game justice if we do include it, right? So we need to customize you and make you extension, yes. Yeah. We do indeed want to purchase it for 0. That's always a bonus. Definitely. Right, so this time we'll do 20 tons, next time we'll do nearly 40. Yeah, the other thing is, one of my favourites by Fast Farming, is the Red Rock trailer. Love that. I used to, in the end, I had it on almost every, not only is it good value, but it's also a cracking size. I do very much like the 82 Studios, the 70 tonner. But it obviously is cheeky. I mean, really cheeky, but again, almost everyone recognises the fact there's a need for that kind of a sort of size. So it's, what do? Do you leave that out when you've got farms that are massive and you've got to run lots of, you know, and then I don't like to go to that step where it's cheaty, even though technically you could probably say that is sort of on the edge of being cheaty, yeah, cheaty really, I suppose. But it just doesn't say so on the tin, but you know it's like, it's really a 48 tonner. I want to look at that. I was against the Flegel, one of the pusher, the silver ones, and it's a 45 or 48 tonner in FS22. I think I was on combined counties, and I had the 70 ton and it was right next to it, and I looked and I thought, that is really your capacity, isn't it? Normally, you know, like obviously we know it says it's more than it's 70 tons, but I was looking at what it really could hold, and it was probably about 48 tons. But not, you know, it is what it is. I've done the same with my 17777. It's a little bit of a cheeky thing. But yeah, Matana did the same. The carrot was only the carrot, but it really was not capable of any more, but it did. So yeah, made, but with Time Lord technology, hence the fact that she calls her range the TARDIS range. Yeah, that's a surprised she got away with that in a way. I've got to be honest, my BI Industries is Time Lord technology. We get more inside than it looks like we have. But I thought, well, I mean, I've been a massive fan of Doctor Who ever since I was about 8 years old. You know, like I came from like John Pertwee and Tom Baker, who I thought was at the time an usurper. I missed John Pertwee, and then basically after a couple of years, Tom Baker became my favourite Doctor of all time. So it's one of those things, you know, like as a kid, these sort of things, programs that sort of shape you and that you love and all the rest of it. But what I mean is, out of respect for the BBC, I thought, no, I can't plug that because I've not asked permission or anything, and then you fall into the we sort of seem to Omatana seems to have got away with that sort of, and I'm glad she's not. But I don't want to be like involved in copyright infringement or, you know, a bit of cheek a little bit too far, you know, where I get like the series that I love and have loved since I was 8 years old, like call me out and say, oi, what are you doing? Like, this is our, you know, trademark, you know, you've not asked permission. I suppose I could ask permission, but I would imagine with nearly all things today, it's all about money. I would imagine they say, well, yeah, you can, but for every mention or every bit of tech, you've got to pay us £2 or whatever. I mean, we're talking a lot more. But what I'm trying to say is there'd be a cost, and I think, well, it just shouldn't really be like for that type of thing. So I thought I'll just mention it's like Time Lord technology and like sort of, but call it by my own company's name rather than like do it, you know, for like the TARDIS, or besides which Overtime has already done it. But obviously it doesn't mean to say that we can't, because all it is we're like saying it's bigger on the inside. Let's be honest, that's what we're saying. So we would take something like the beautiful thing that is famous for the TARDIS, it's bigger on the inside. One of those sayings that is a hallmark saying in many an episode. Yeah, the grass. What are we going to do? Is sticking that in? I think we did say that we've got to do that this session. It's not all cut and dry. We might be in the next session where we do what we say. Yeah, even the Cormac's struggling with this. So it's no shame on the Forterra that it really couldn't do this properly. Oh no, I was going to say we've not made much money. We have. We had 42,000. So I would say that's... Ooh. I do think the next one we ought to be putting in the silo. Definitely. And I think we will lease a... Yeah, because I was definitely the speed that we compress the chaff. That'll do. That's not what I was looking for, but yeah, compress the chaff. It was twice as bad as the time before, so they've done something to that. It's no longer, you know, we've not got any the McCormick is probably one of the heaviest things we've actually got, as is the actually the Fluffy Mods belt system, which I can't think of yet. That is a belt system, and it is a Fluffy Mods mod, but yeah, I can't think of its proper name. The original snowblower type thing that we've got now, it's fairly hefty too. It's like 1.1 ton or something like that, so it's a fairly hefty weight on the front. So I think I put that on the front and tuck it in. I think we'll grab we'll lease a Weber, Of what we've got so far, it's my favourites. Do always love the Holoras. When there's nothing in the game, they are really fairly decent. But I give the Weber the jump on it, really. So this one's going straight in for food. Because now our animals are a little bit more. Yeah, I don't want to leave them short. We did take all of the spare out. That'll do. 99%, 98%. Yeah, the other percent stuck in the fluffy mods, which it'll throw it into us next time. So there is this bit of space in the middle. There's just that 2 weird trees there that we could chop. We could make another field in the middle. I think, well, we have got enough fields, but yeah, it's true. Unless we could, like, I mean, yeah, with the next step would be to buy another plot of land, and that is quite expensive. I mean, yeah, I think the plot we've got is one of the dearest in the game. I did look at this because this is my test map. So on my test map, I bought like 2 or 3 sort of ones. Yeah, 275, 235. This one's all looks like lots of trees. Yeah, that's probably why it's a little bit dearer. This one, 326 as well. So these two are a bit special. Yeah, this one is, and obviously you don't get all the fields. You got to buy the field separately, which we did do, of course. Yeah, 490. Yeah, wow. I mean, that's what I say is that do we do roll on and off? Oh, we not got it selected. I was going to say what's going on here. I pressed the buttons, of course, because I was chatting, but we didn't have the right thing selected. So it's no good pressing the trigger when sometimes on certain things, though, it does actually let you do that. As in, like, you don't have the thing selected, but because it's the only thing that it can do, it actually does it. I did it on Hutan Pantai, and I even made mention of it on the session, that some of these things you can actually do that you really shouldn't be able to do. The game's a little bit kind. If there's nothing else, it will work out the function of everything you've got on. As long as nothing conflicts, it'll do what you ask. Right, I think if we're doing the grass as well, this is definitely a time-lapse jobby, so that it doesn't take forever, because it's going to take a while to grab that little lot after we've done this. So it's yeah, we can't leave it with just that amount of food in. If we're going to like sell this now, which we are, then it could be going through the winter and like seeing how well we did. Like, yeah, but we did say this, we wanted to do really well. So, let's say no words then. Yeah, so I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. going to probably split this because I don't think it's a full session, not with it being a lot of it time lapse. But yeah, my alarm's going to go off in about 18 minutes. So I would say we might just do it, but yeah, we might not. So this was an unexpected surprise. It's a little bit on the small side, but it's at the minute we can manage with something like this. It's a quick little bargain. So yeah, obviously now we will start to make use of the tether. The only bad thing is we're going to have to, I'd say, put a lot of the bales into the silo to like then mix it from loose. So yeah, because we've obviously baled them, so we're now going to have to like turn them back into loose because this has got small amounts. It's going to be something like 4 tons of silage, 2.5 tons of straw, and then the rest hay, something like. It might be not quite right, but yeah, we shall fine tune it as we go along. So we're down a little bit to what we were, but we've got something that we've been talking about getting for a long while. It's not ideal, but it'll do the job, and that's all that really matters. So we start doing some tedding as well. We might have to start treating that field as a proper field though, because we've sort of eked into it because we're selling it now. We want more and more and more, and we've not got too much. That doesn't make much sense really. I know what I'm trying to say, but if we need it to be at its best, and it's not at its best if we're going to treat it as meadow grass. It's if we are going to treat it as a commodity that we're going to sell. Or I mean, we could just go now to food, because I think we're getting to the point where everything is getting quite well. So right, so we've done that. Let's go through to tomorrow. Next month, I've got to stop saying that. It's 9 o'clock. Now bales is a very thing probably, which is the next thing we need to do, which we might just have time to do this and go into a bit of a time lapse and grab these if they're at the right price, which they should be, but hey ho, you never know. Animals. Right, okay, we need to use that very mixer that we've just been talking about, because it looks to me we're not down there. So it's, again, we discovered on this very let's play that you need to be down there for it to do the magic trick. It's not really a magic trick, it's what it did. The game has always sort of done this. Yeah, it is, it's not going at all. Whereas if you're in the proximity, you the person, again, as it was in FS19, then it will actually dump itself. So now we can feed our cows superfoods. Well, not yet, not quite. No, that is true, actually. We can next year. Yeah, we need to do some tedding. Let's just grab some full thing of silage. And it is true, we will leave that over this way, the mixer, because this is where it's going to need to be. Yeah, no, that's what you need. So we're feeding them silage at the minute, but we won't be silage forever. We will feed them, I would say properly. I mean, I'm not being funny, but many farmers feed their animals on silage. Yeah, and they don't mix. It is very good as it is. TMR is obviously the best, really, isn't it? It's, but it doesn't, many cows will eat just grass their entire life, and they're quite healthy. They just probably won't grow. No, we're not taking this to market. Yeah, they won't grow quite as fast. The system is not quite as, I mean, according to the experts, it's one of those finite things that you really do wonder. So if we stay here, unless we've got some ducking and diving to do or anything, we don't know yet, we've not checked. 7, the windrower, which we don't need. The matador, I do wish it's bigger. The major would be brought out. I like that 8.2 meter. That's, to be honest, if I was going to buy that, I'd buy the Dalbo, because that's a 6 meter and it's half that price normally, so it beats that hands down straight away. That's a 7-meter windrow. We don't need it, but I'm thinking more about, do we do a little bit of ducking and diving? Because we could get our money up a little bit straight away. And it is, again, it is one of those considerations, isn't it, really? Now that we know that this feature is a definite feature, and it definitely is, we really ought to know. I do, I'm not, this is, yeah, actually, this, you look like, no, you've got your fully, yeah, where have we left them up at the shop? Yeah, we have. Because we're going to bring the trailer. No, we can't visit that. You go into it. Yeah, that we can. Yeah, because we actually go inside the building, which we're allowed to go inside that building. Alright, so then let's do a little bit of ducking and diving. Let's start off with these two. And they just about afford the other thing with the profit we make on this. Wrong side. Did actually, yeah. It's weird, isn't it? I've now got used to the yellow one that we've got, and obviously its warning is on your side, whereas I personally think you are warning people outside, so the people facing this are going to see the warning signs. But it depends on what people are warning of, really, doesn't it? I suppose, in the grand scheme of things. So, yeah, I don't know what the plough people are warning the people behind you. No, because you're warning the people in front of you, which I don't get it. But yeah, it's, there may be one of you viewers and subscribers who get it, and you can just let me know what does it really mean. And 58, so we want to borrow a little bit of cash. I think 2. I think it's going to be, oh wow. Oh no, I was looking at the borrow. I think that's enough. Yeah, it is. Don't any extras, because you don't always make on the extras. It's just the item itself. No repairing. Just sell it straight away. And jumps a good one. Well, I've never been caught out by doing that, whereas I have been caught out with doing the selling. I didn't not make cash, but I didn't make as much cash as if I'd have left it alone. So therefore, I do. So then, it's a beautiful bit of kit. We've got the fluffy mods. So now let's pay that straight back. And a bit more, I think. Yeah, knock it down to 25,000. And not bad really. So we're eking on that. We are in January. What is the prices like for our straw? Is it at the 120? Is it the 120? No, 48 out of 49. January. We are on the best month, so right, let's lease the Anderson, because it gets things done quicker. I might just about actually do this if we do this. I know we're losing about 4 or 5 bales through doing that. We also may as well use this to grab all of them and stick them like by the edge of the inside the silo, basically. So I'm going to say my words. It's going to the second and last time lapse of the session. Well, I'll say the last, we don't really know. Yeah, this is true. Yeah, so I'm going to say my words, and we'll see you guys and gals on the other side. Yeah, I'm coming up the time lapse a little early, although my alarm's about to go off any second. Just to explain something that in the last session, in the time lapse, you'll see me faffing around on the edge of the fields. And it's not going to be apparent to you. And I mention a crash later on without sort of drawing everyone's attention to what crash I'm on about. Basically, the baler decided like it wasn't going to work anymore. The unload went. It literally was not there anymore. So you see me go to the edge of the field and I'll look at the baler and I'll faff around, and then the next second you'll see me empty. I don't move because I restarted the game. I had to come out of the game and come back in. But I mentioned this crash that you're not really sure of what it is, but obviously it's also reset the bale size, because I've never changed the size. They've always been 180s. So all of the bales that we did after that crash, which would have been on this field, they're all going to be the smaller size that we didn't do before that. Now, we obviously left a lot on the side of the field already, so some of these are going to be a different size. Some of them you can see clearly, others I'm just going by, yeah, well, it'll tell me basically if it's wrong. So yeah, so just to make it a bit clear, I'm going to need to set that back to 180s rather than these little, yeah, in the session I didn't really notice like what happens, other than the fact that it had crashed, and then when I came back it's okay. So again, another game glitch, because it's not like this is a base game, and we've had no issues before that. It's the very first time it's done it, but it literally just crashed and burned. So I'm only selling that one set. Yeah, because now we're mixing, we need plenty of straw as well. So I'm gonna we'll leave. Yeah, no, we may as well grab them. Yeah, we may as well make use of Anderson whilst we're here. It just seems silly not to. So these ones we're gonna stick in the silo for loose for mixing. And these spare ones, there's going to be again a mix of sizes. We'll stick some at the end of the shed. Although aren't we about to... Isn't that probably what we're going to do with our spare cash this time, would be to buy the bigger enclosure. Might be a wise thing to do. Really, I think that's about right. It's always... you might get the odd one that doesn't quite go in right. To say. I'm not sure how quick Roy Christie's thing is at stripping this straw as well. Ooh, okay. No, he's going in. I need to like manhandle them a little and push them in with the... Yeah, we missed far more than I thought it would. Yeah, I couldn't remember for the life of me. I'm sure it's... it was the grades. It's weird, into the two different things. So let's just manhandle those in. And I think this is probably a good point to end this recording session, not the actual recording, you know, the actual session. I will come back this evening and finish this off, but I have literally run out of time now. So let's just get these in. Last job of this recording session. Let's just push them in. Disappearing in. You can see that it definitely... Oh, they are. It's just speed. Yeah. Yeah, now this is... The Nicky was the same with this. The Nicky was quite slow in FS25. The one thing that I had. Omatana does hers stupendously fast. Yeah, it's crazy amounts of litres per second. And which is very useful if you'd like doing this. I think I did crazy amounts on mine as well, actually. My little multi-route, I think it's like, well, not that crazy, because I mean, I'd say you could, if you were going to stick a load like this, you'd probably want something like 10,000 litres per second. It sounds a bit bad, but that's a bale a second. So if you like drop these on now, yeah, Royal Christie's got it at that as well. That's not bad, because these bales are 11 tons each. So I don't think that's too far off, really. Let's let me grab that one for some reason. Okay, that was 1,000 litres So where is that? I might not be quite on. So we have seen... No, wow, that was a bit slow, actually. Perhaps it was already eating away at it before. Because that's definitely not a Bailey second. Yeah, but I do think looking at this, it's sort of obviously with your remodding now as well, you're looking at everything from a modding perspective and thinking, what do I need to do to make mine actually function as I would like people to have it function, which is to sort of steal a bale every second. In this instance, if you're dropping bales in, I don't want you to be hanging around 10 seconds. Yeah, Nicky's was particularly slow in FS, yeah, like waiting for the bale like that. And then of course if it's in stacks, if you're using the RQ sound, you also had to remind it with a vehicle to like drop. So we'll leave it there for now. Yeah, not going to say goodbye or anything, because I'm just going to like literally jump straight in this later. So hopefully see you later. So let's crack on then. Yes, let's grab these last of these bales and let's crack on with going through the yeah, till March really. Looking forward to yeah, just literally say it's weird when you pick up a session when you've like stopped recording earlier. It's always a little bit like where do I start? What did I say? What was it? I always love to literally do these the sessions in one. That right now they're now got all these different. Yeah, let me just while I remember. Yeah, actually reset this to what it should be. After that, whatever it was, total breakdown of the system. That's it. That's all we ever wanted. Just 180s. Amazing. Right, let's. Yeah, you can see the difference in size. I think what we'll do is we'll try and pick just the little ones up, and we'll take those ones to market, and whatever's left, the big ones, we'll keep. So they are really tiny, so there must have been 125s. You can certainly see the difference. Although I say that, when you're right on top of them, you're like thinking, is this a... Yeah, you need like a point of reference. You need a big one next to the little one, and then it really does look little. But yeah, it doesn't... I mean, the good thing is, obviously, now we've got the little ones, we can... yeah, it'll moan at us and say you can't pick the other ones up because you've already got a size. I think all of these are little, I think. I suppose it doesn't really make much difference if we're going to like stick these into the silo, really. Although we did put some in, didn't we? So yeah, we'll stick with the plan. We'll stick with the plan. We've got how much did we actually stick into the storage? How much have we actually got in storage? 305,000 litres? Is that right? Is that the time saving stock check? Or what does that say? 370. Okay, that's not really very helpful. Really not sure. But it keeps on dragging into the floor. It really is awful. Keep having to like, yeah, this ground deformation. Everyone's well, like, actually, not a lot of people apparently are raving more about the movable car shade about the ground deformation. So yeah, I've got to be honest, yeah, like that, it hiccups and bounces off the ground ever such a lot. So me personally, I'm finding it more of a pain. I've got to be honest though, I'm saying that, and it is true, I am finding it a pain. But it is nice to see the tracks, what would be true in real life. So I can't like totally say, oh, it's a load of rubbish, because that's not how I feel. But it certainly is it causes issues, which, I mean, to be honest, yeah, when if I'm going to be totally truthful, didn't it always cause issues before? As in, like, if you're going uphill, you know, if your arm went up a hill and the lay of the land was different, it still affected you anyway. So, right, remember, it's this side. Don't chuck them in there. We've already had the test. It is weird. It does confuse me. It's exactly the same as on Sri Lanka. Yeah, always. That catches me out on what do I stick down the grate and what do I not stick down the grate? Because some of it is and some of it isn't. Yeah, it caught me out the very first time on Sri Lanka, and it caught me out the second time around as well. Still caught me out. But at the back of my mind, I thought, I'm sure I've been here before. And then I thought, I have. This caught me out before, and it did. Well, I've figured out my cell station, so I can now. What I'm going to move to is the next stage of my productions, which is I am sticking pig food on all of those things that have got like waste loss, where it is from a product like grain, where you're losing 5%. The 5% loss is going to be classed as pig food, like everybody did. Farmer Jeb, Matana, all did that themselves the first time around. So do we just, yeah, well, let's stick these two just at the very end, then we'll run the Anderson back and we will run through till yeah, well, I mean, I'm pleased that we've got the mixer, even though it's the one that I would always, if I was going to buy one, that I would like think, oh, it's a little bit small, but we'll make do. We've like got loose now. It's just a matter of getting your mixers right. The only bad thing is obviously I'll probably mix in that, but mix at the silo like lots of like loads, but then I'll also grab it in the bigger trailer. Yeah, ooh, excellent. Let's run this back, turn it, and I'm quite pleased because there were an awful lot of bales. I mean, we are, because of the bales, we are right up to nearly 70,000 again. We'll check the sales. I think did we not clear everything out, or was that a couple? Yeah, I can't remember whereabouts and everything was. No, we did the silage. We completely filled that. So we have fed our animals, and I've just seen that we've got silage in the trailer. I was trying to think what I meant, but yes. So we now need to do some hay next to this coming year, not next year, because it's here. Right. What did I leave in there? Chaff. Of course I did. Chaff. I do remember. Which we are about to grab now and stick in the side. Now we have actually got quite a bit of chaff. I think the very first time we did it, we took it back, but we will have a quick look as well. We didn't get much from this. I was quite pleased. All things considered, we only trampled 3,667 litres. It was, the weather was also equally. It slows you down, which really, to be honest, it means you go over the clamp much more steadily, but it also you're still increasing what the weight on. I've not explained it very well. The weight per square inch is increased because you're going over it more slowly. So it's win-win really. Yeah. So this coming year we are going to first thing we want to do is, oh that's right, I didn't want to sell those other bales, did I? Because we want a lot in here because of mixing. Although straw's the least. It is. Straw is the least, really. So, what chaff have we got in storage? Yeah, I was saying, and then I went on something else. Yeah, I've been working on a sell point, and I managed to do chaff 30 tons, so quite a considerable amount. Certainly enough to stick in a. We need to go down to remind the silage to go out itself. Now we know that is the secret, that it really is that you need to be near it for it to actually work. Then let's be near it. Also, the biggest thing we really need is to buy our shed to move these in from this shed to that shed. That's the thing I'd like to do before much longer. Yeah, we did. I thought we did. So let's just have a quick look. That's the most important job we have got to do, and that is, when are these going to give birth? I think it's a 50%, so they're a long way off. Yeah, but we do want to do that. Then we've of course still got the dairy. We need to shift the milk out though if we're going to do that, because otherwise we're going to lose it. Nearly 7.5 tons. Got a lot of slurry as well. So we want to be shifting that. So we really do need a tanker. Yeah, we haven't got one, have we? I know I can buy mine, but it doesn't do slurry. So we need to like... Well, let's go through to March first and sell all of our products, because these aren't going anywhere. Then it's not, nothing bad is happening. And the buffalo milk, I've got a bionic dairy that will make short work of even that. So yeah, I'm not worried about that. So then, yeah, what I'm trying to look at, where I keep flicking, sorry, apologies for this. It is, I think it's March. Everything is, it's, oh wow. So chaffies are worth about the same as straw then. Not that I'd ever want to sell chaff, but this is interesting. So, oh, we've got the sunflower oil. Mind you, we did know we were late. Yeah, we did. I was going to say we did. So we're not going to win a fortune of the sunflower oil. We have nothing else to sell, really. Yeah. So it really is a matter of just whatever happens between now and also any ducking and diving we're going to do in the couple of months. I've also got this new mod, Fast Nights. I'm intrigued on... so I believe you can... I don't know what it... Yeah, there was something similar to this. I didn't quite grasp it on FS25 Fast Nights. Because to me, the bit that I would think would be brilliant is this bit. The bit where... Oh, my life. Why? Oh. But this is slow nights to me, not fast nights. So it splits the day into like... I don't know. I'm a bit of a loss as to what is actually happening. Oh, my old favourite. Right, okay. Now please tell me that we have not gone through a time warp to different... We have... No, we're 20 lost. Now that didn't actually do anything this time, did it? Now, this Fast Nights thing, yeah, I think I may have had something similar on FS22, and I personally couldn't think of what benefit it was to me. So it's sort of like you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning instead of 9. Is that supposed to be an advantage? I am not sure. Right, so we've got that beautiful bit of kit, 85,000, 39% off, but we can't afford it. No, it would literally cripple us. Or do we want a second one of those? But we could actually do a bit of like ducking and diving. We haven't got a lorry though. No, so we could buy that. Right, let's first of all, let's speed time up a little. Let's go through till 9. Oh, wrong button. Just go through to 9 because this is just too dark. Yeah, the one that I love is the additional time bit where you can speed this up to like thousands. But I mean, it did get me into trouble a little in FS22 a bit, when occasionally I'd zip through the entire day. So yeah, maybe it's not necessarily in my hands the most reliable. Right, it is now 9 o'clock. Fantastic. Let's put that away and let's pop up. We'll do a little bit of ducking and diving. So I might actually disable that straight away. I can't. It might have a point, and it might have a point that I'm just not grasping at the minute, because this is me. So yeah, I'm not always the sharpest knife in the drawer at first glance, but give me a bit of time and I can see through most things. But yeah, we've all got good and bad things. It's true. Now then, that means that our silage is more than ready. It's no longer chaff. Can we drag the trailer? I'm game for trying. We could always, if it doesn't work, we could always... 69% off. If we were into that would be phenomenal. So we're going to have a loan. We need a loan first. Mind you, if we sell those two, we may. Now that, yeah, it's still, you'll own that as well. 3 times 4 meter. No additional spare wheel. No, And buy. Yes, what a horrible colour. Whoa. Again, colours are always subjective. It really is always one of those things that what one person likes, another person really doesn't. So it's not really that, yeah, let's try to do one thing at a time. Let's not try to get too clever. So I'm not sure if this is going to work, but I would have, because sometimes it has like chocks that you can't see, that it needs to have a, yeah, not everything, you can't always. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, you can't lift that, and then when you try to strap, it doesn't. Yeah, I am fully extended, I suppose. We did know this might not work. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no, it is. It is sort of got some sort of strap on it that's not. Yeah, it's not working. Right, so then we need to lease a dolly. This is just going to really probably totally take our profit margin like to nothing. Yeah, I did something similar on one of the others, and it is true. Let's sell that first, and then we'll grab a. Yeah, there are no cheap dollies either, are there? They're all expensive ones. The Schnuffelstuck is probably the cheapest, so we will go with that. Leasing. Yeah, I would love to hear from you all on how you all feel about this, because I mean it is really now a part of the game, truthfully, but I also know it's sort of like, I would love to own the Schaefer, I really do absolutely love that. Dollies, I think the Schnuffelstuck's under miscellaneous, and so is Dollies, I'm sure it is. Yeah. We should really still make quite a bit of cash, even with that. It's a beautiful bit of kit, actually. Yeah, the only thing that sort of shocked me a little is that it's got a lot of cool little animations and that, which I'm sure it didn't have in the beginning, but right back in the early days. But the team that have done it, is it the MTL modding team? There's an awful lot. I don't know that it is. It's whoever, but it is a real good bit of kit. It's just the length that's always got me. It's a little bit long, but it is still nevertheless quite amazing. So sell, yes, and return, yes. And we still need to loan a little bit more, yeah. So finances, yeah, and let's buy that. Yeah, a few mods dropped today. There was not an awful lot that interested me. This really goes against the grain, having to sell this. But I'd sooner sell it and make us cash for the farm and put up with the... No, not put up. To use the front loader than I would to have a vehicle that's going to... even though I'd love to own it, it's order of importance. It just really hurts to say goodbye to it. Oh, now let's get out of debt. We did have, yeah, we're 20,000. Let's take it down another 5. We've got 77,404, so we're not far off where we were. And we've also lost a bit of debt. Now that to me is good. So we now need to go... Animals, did we actually? I think we did them, didn't we? I did actually, yeah, I did. I thought so. So it's true, if we go through to March morning, there's only a little tiny bit that we need to do, and you see, that's what I don't get. Please tell me that I have got that right. I didn't really... Maybe it does that. I'm not sure. We shall see, because we did say 9 o'clock. So perhaps, yes, it's a 24-hour period now. As I said, that's why I didn't want to give up on it straight away. It's 9 o'clock at night. So, no, you were right first time, I think. Oh, well, oh, beautiful. Oh, wow. Now that we're buying the Dalba, I love it. It's my favourite cultivator. And what a price. The Duet, we already own a fantastic, but we could do a little bit of ducking and diving. So we're going to, yeah, let's buy that. And buy that. But we are definitely keeping the Dalbo. We just need to, oh my life, this is another reason I don't like this type of thing. And that is that it is pitch black. Let's drop those two. Which way around? Yeah, I really don't like doing that. It was that way. I'm not sure. It's a bit tricky to work out, this one. It's like you could do it either way. Is it something you put in between, like a cultivator then, as in like a 3 metre, so you can mulch and cultivate at the same time? Maybe. Maybe it is. And this will be a bit of a struggle for it, really. Beautiful bit of kit, this. Ooh, slow down. Yeah, one thing that is sort of missing is cheap mowers. I was looking at some bat wings. I love the bat wings. There's lots of different designs of bat wings out there. Yeah, I think they're my favourite type. I mean, the Elho's sort of similar, but I do love the HX20 by Black Sheep Mod, and I really hope that actually comes into the game. That's got to be my favourite. It's got to be. Right, so now we're definitely buying that. We don't want the CD unit, we don't care, but that is a beautiful, beautiful cultivator that seems to come in the shops quite a lot. So we're down to 70,777. We're going to go through till the morning. Yeah, that's true. Let's leave this. I suppose there is one good thing though. We're seemingly getting more drops. So for us, we had drops in the morning and drops at night. So really, is it all bad? Current time. Does that mean 9 in the morning now though? Please, because it's like going through till 6 and we're setting it till 9. I don't get why. Yeah, why 6 when we said 9? Yeah, it's really a bit. All right, let's go on till power spread. What's the difference? I don't get it. I'm not sure. Oh, one's 8 metre and one's 12. Right, okay. We're going to buy it as is. Now, if manure was actually working, I might actually be tempted to sort of keep it, but it's not working at the minute like it wasn't an FS22 for the longest period of time. So, yeah, I really do love that. It's beautiful. It's very similar to the 10 metre one that I really loved in FS22. I didn't have it very often because I love the Blend Art Kolchovnik ones, and also I don't use cultivators a lot once we go no-till. So it's one of those things that although there are certain cultivators I like, I probably wouldn't have it. Wow, fantastic. Let's just repair that. And we're going to go through a couple of hours to 8 o'clock, where we are going to sell. Well, we could actually. Oh wow, just went a bit. Let's actually put our products. This should now be on. Sunflower oils will be at their most 3.5 tons, 7,647. They're just actually over top price. So let's sell that. That's it selling. Canola oil is up to 2 tons. Yeah, we need to top that up shortly. We'll go through till 7. No, let's go straight through till 8. We'll check the sales in case anything drops, although I doubt it will, but you never know. Right, now we need to stop selling. The one thing I always used to forget, storing, and it is still activated. So we have 14 tons of that and a bit, 9 tons of canola. We need to top these up in a couple of months. The animals are... Yeah, the one thing I'd like to do is stick the animal enclosure down. So they're at 40%, the originals, and they're at 70%. So we really now is the good time. They're 77% out of puberty. So that is a cracker. So I think it is time... In fact, let's leave that because I just want to make sure we've got enough money for the enclosure. And as much as I love that, I don't want it to make all the difference between us like buying and selling or not being able to, because we also need to lease to be able to move the animals. In fact, yeah, really, while we're here, probably isn't a bad thing. Yeah, we first of all need to build it, because if we needed to go another month to actually... I mean, also we can sell the first enclosure once we put the second enclosure down. And I was thinking what I said was it was sound to put this down, but it costs you a lot to do the big fence. So I think I'd sooner keep it at 100 because we've not really got money to burn. So I think we'll do that straight. We'll do we stick this like that? Because we did really want another shed. This is all our land, so that's not too terrible, nor is it that far away. Nope, we don't, but we do want a meadow. Fantastic. So we're right down to 20,666. We now need to shift. We're going to do that next session, because I think, to be honest, that this has probably been a really good session. So let's just lease that for next session. We may or may not dabble. Yeah, enough, I think. I think we'll just... yeah, let's grab the animal. We'll grab... I think... No, that would take us a long time. It's very good value, but I think the Noah represents very good value at that. And we're not going to take forever to actually move them. So we'll grab that. And... yeah, I think that is where we're going to leave it, because I was forgetting about the length of the session earlier. Or do we just time-lapse the moving in of the animals just so it's finished? Yeah, alright, let's do that. Let's, I'll say my words, let's get the animals at least moved, and then we can sell the old one, and then all orders of business have been done apart from me running a couple of, like, I think there's probably going to be one sunflower oil on the top. We'll run that across. And we'll sell the old enclosure, but not before we've got the milk out of it. So we won't sell the enclosure. We'll lease a slurry tank, and we'll also lease a milk. I might buy mine, but we can't afford it at the minute. This is what I thought. It might be a little bit tight, because I knew when we put that down, it would sort of be quite expensive. You know, like there'll be not much cash. I mean, when you consider that's where all of our profits gone for the year, practically, as well as buying a few bits of kit. It still is brilliant. Right, so then I'm going to say my words. I want this to be not take forever. As in, like, yeah, well, the session's going to be massive, but would be nice to get this done. We will feed. We might buy. No, we've got a tub load of silage, so we will actually. We want to bring them out, and we will start with the oldest ones. 6 is the most. Yep. Right, so I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. where we're going to leave it. Yeah, we'll get this done. Now, I have a sneaky feeling, I vaguely remember that I don't think this, not this obviously doesn't take milk, but I'm sure that the one thing the Roller Christie doesn't do was milk. I might be talking nonsense, but just something when I looked at the mod, obviously I'm examining other modders' work, so I love to look at them and see what's done, just to sort of inspect like how people did what they did, because I think reverse engineering is always the best way to actually learn how things are done. So obviously I have the ability to do that, and there's nothing wrong with doing that, but I'm sure that just at the back of my mind, I'm sure it was milk. It won't do milk. Sure, that's right. So I thought, well, really, we could lease mine. We might not have, we don't have to destroy, but if we sell the enclosure next session, we might have enough cash. We're not going to earn obviously the full 40,000 back, but even if we've got 20 grand, we could at least put the dairy down, which then means we could lease mine, stick that in. Yeah, one last thing I would like to do is let's finish this, because it should only be the one, and I think, let's just check that it is the sunflower oil. I think it is. Yeah, there should be no other, because this will be at top price still. That's what I'm thinking. Or at least get all of our buying and selling done. I think the rest is going to be canola now, which is what we want to see. Canola oil, yes, fantastic. So let's get this sold. And this is the last of our profits, and next session we'll get the, yeah, well, also the other thing is I know I've realised I've not started the planters and seeders going, yeah, and I could have done, I was thinking that, and I thought, yeah, but you can only do so much, and you're going to make the session monstrous if you like carry on. I thought the most important thing is we can see where all of our profits went for the year on this. Absolutely, yes, it's a bit old and dilapidated, it's a bit seen better days, but it's where it counts. BI Industries make it last, and the equipment in there is sound, if a little bit worn. It also comes with a good guarantee of excellent service from the BI Industries support team, and they really do support you well, so it won't let you down, not really, no matter, even though it's made out of second-hand. It's made with love, basically. Love for you, the farmer. That's all I'm going to say. So that's where we are going to leave this. Yep. All that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.